So in last lecture of recording, we talk about Monte Carlo method, and in which we say that art of Monte Carlo method is random number generator, and we are generating the pseudo random number. Okay, so pseudo is kind of a artificial, or you can say that they are the false image of the original random numbers. So we have seen the procedure given by the Perel-Lucier to generate a random numbers, where he said that you require to initialize. That means you select some seed, let us say x0, then there should be a transition. So transition, they are saying that let us say st is equal to some function of st minus 1, and we set, you can say that it is s0. Okay, and then t equal to t plus 1. Third, you have to use the output function. Output u, t is nothing but some function of g of st, and then you have to repeat the procedure. Okay, so if you follow this procedure, it will generate this set of pseudo random numbers. So that we have seen, and we have seen that it has a some properties. What are the properties? Can anyone tell? There are 8 properties we have seen. First property
Yes, sir.
is talking about the,
Passed from the statistical test.
yes, so
Statistical test.
it should pass through some statistical test.
Statistical test.
Second,
Theoretical
Some
support.
theoretical
there is
support.
some
It is
theoretical support.
uh,
It should
yes,
be reproducible.
It should be
reproducible,
Reproducible.
reproducible.
fast and efficient,
It should be.
Pardon?
Fast and efficient.
fast and efficient,
So it should be fast and efficient.
Large PDR.
It has the large period.
Multiple streams.
It can work on a multiple stream.
yes,
It should be cheap and easy.
It should be
Cheap and easy.
cheap and
cheap and
should not produce
easy,
zero and one.
And one.
Should
and
not
it should
produce
not
zero and one
produce
Zero and one.
0 and 1.
and one.
Should not produce. Okay. So these are the properties we have seen. Now, today we will see the there are various methods of generation of a pseudo random numbers. It is a generation of or generator based on linear reoccurrence. Linear recurrences. The most common method for generating pseudo-random number is a linear recurrence relation. So you are using the best way is that use the linear recurrences relation, and the method based on this linear recurrence is the simplest way of generating a random number, so the pseudo random number. The method name is, first method we will see that linear congruential generator. Second is a multiplicative congruential method or congruential generator. Congruential, in mathematics we say that we are using the modulo operator. Modulo operator means we are taking the division of a two integer, and whatever the reminders are there we call them as a congruential. So third is, it is a combine inverse congruential generator. And then if you have a more than streams you are generating, and if you wish to combine all the generator, then the method is combine generator. There is a method called multiple recursive generator. So these are all various generators which can help you to generate the pseudo random numbers. So we will see one by one. There are also some minimum standard combined generator is also given. So that will come to later. So first we talk about linear congruential generator. Okay. A linear congruential generator linear congruential generator. It is also known as a LCG, the
Okay.
random number generator of the form of algorithm 1. So we have discussed the algorithm where we have initialize, that is first step is initialize, second one is a transition, third one is output, and fourth is a repetition of the transition and the output. With state, so state we call them as a st. St takes equal to xt, and xt belongs to, so st is a set. We set st equal to xt, where xt belongs to 0, 1, 2, up to m minus 1. For some strictly positive integer, m, strictly positive integer m, called the modulus. Modulus. And state transition xt equal to a of xt minus 1 plus c modulo m. So you have to have this output, and then you take the modulo division with m, and whatever the output is, that you have to set as a xt, where t takes value 1 to infinite. If we call them equation 1, what is a, where a is multiplier and c is increment, and both a and c belong to s, that is st. Both a and c belong to st, that is a and c are integers. So multiplier a and increment c both are integers and they belong to st. That means they should always lie between 0 to m minus 1.
1.
Applying the modulo, applying the modulo m operator in 1, that is equation 1, that is a xt minus 1 plus c is divided by m and the numerator, not the numerator, and the remainder is taken as the value of xt. So you have to take the remainder as a value of xt. So in equation 1, we have given the equation 1 is xt is equal to a of xt minus 1 plus c modulo m. So if we substitute, if we take c, if c equal to 0 in 1, then what is the form of xt? Xt is equal to a xt minus 1 modulo m. Okay. Then it is equation 2. Then generator in 2 is called multiplicative congruential generator. Okay. Suppose if you take a equal to 1, then it become the linear generator, linear congruential. So in fact, linear and multiplicative both are said to be a mixed generator, but we will call them as a linear congruential generator. If you substitute c equal to 0, then we call them as a multiplicative generator. तो ये आपको क्या मिला? This is xt. That means you have reached up to the state transition. Now what is the output? The output is ut equal to xt upon m. Okay, so this is the output function. Here output function is nothing but we have taken the g of xt is nothing but xt by m. Is that clear? Any questions? Anyone in this? Suppose, let us understand a small example. Suppose आपने क्या किया? You wish to find out the, let us say, 5 random numbers when a is equal to 2, m equal to 7, and let us say initially c equal to 0. So we can generate a random numbers using the multiplicative congruential generator. So what I said that initially, so you have to initialize. Okay, so initialize, that means you have to take x0 from the set S. And what is the S? So as I said that S is from 0, 1, 2, up to m minus 1.
minus 1.
M is a 7. So 7 minus 1 is 6. So it is a
6.
6. Why? Because m minus 1 is equal to 7 minus 1 equal to 6. So you take any value of x from that. Let us say if I am taking the x0 is 2. Now what is the second step? Transition. So in transition what we do? We calculate xt equal to a xt minus 1 plus c modulo m. But what is a here in our setup? A is equal to 2. You can see that the whatever the value of x0 I have taken from this, a value is also I have taken from the set, and c0 is also from the c equal to 0, that is also from the s. So a and c should be integer and they should be of a okay. So this is xt minus 1 c equal to 0 modulo 7. Now if you substitute x1, that means 2 into x0 modulo 7. So what is the 2? x0? x0 is 2. So 2 into 2 modulo 7. So 4 modulo 7. What is the answer? Can you divide 4 by 7? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So answer is 4. We cannot divide 4 by 7. So what is the final remainder? Remainder is a 4. So what is your x1? Your x1 is 4. Now what is x2 then? x2 is equal to 2 into x1 modulo 4. So that is 2 into 4. Sorry, this is modulo 7. Modulo 7. What is the answer? 8 modulo 7. 7 ones are 7. So 8 minus 7, the remainder is 1.
1.
So x2 is 1. Now what is x3? It is 2 into 1. You cannot take the modulo. So it is a 2. Then what is x4? What is x4? It is a 2 to the 4. What is x5? It is a 4 to
1.
the 8. 8 by 7. It is a
1.
1. So what is the sequence of random number we have generated? x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Because we wish to generate the 5 random numbers. So they are nothing but first we have a x1 is 4, x2 is 1, x3 is 2, x4 is 4, and 1. Again it will go to the 2. Okay, likewise it will repeat it. So what is the output? ut is equal to xt upon m. So that is answer is 4 by 7. It should be a fraction value. 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 4 by 7, 1 by 7. So you can see that it has started repeating 4 by 7, 1 by 7, 2 by 7, then it is. So after the 3 steps, it has started repeating the same sequence. So we can say that period is 3. Why? Because after 3,
Yes.
this 3, it has started repeating the same sequence. So is that clear? So this is called the concept of a multiplicative congruential generator. But you can
Okay.
see that if it is a small number, we can easily calculate using the manually. But when you do the let us, if you take the value of m is very small, we have taken the 7. So what happened? It has started showing the repetition of the sequence. That means it will not pass the certain test. Okay, we say that whatever the numbers we have
Yes.
generated is a random, but here it is not actually random because the same sequence is repeating after the certain period, and that's why the period should be large. And to get the larger period, we should have the value of m is very higher. So we can have a not. Sometimes LCG stands for linear congruential generator, but LCG, sometimes LCG is known as that of Lewis, Goodman, and Miller. But LCG stands for the linear congruential generator, but sometimes it is also known as the Lewis, Goodman, and Miller for a specific choice of A and M, who propose the choice of A. What he suggests, choice of A is 7 raised to 5. That is almost, it is a 16807. C equal to 0 and M equal to 2 raised to 32, sorry, 31 minus 1. And that is a very big number. It is around 2.47483647. So for a large value of M, and when you take A will be this, then it is saying that the LCG which passes the maximum test. So this LCG passes many of standard statistical tests. Sometimes it is also known as minimum standard LCG. Minimum standard LCG. So we can ask you in a Viva, what do you mean by the minimum standard LCG? So you say that the LCG which is suggested by the Lewis, Goldman, and Miller is set to minimum standard LCG. Why? Because it satisfy or it pass through all tests for a value of A is 7 raised to 5 and value of M is 2 raised to 31 minus 1 and C equal to 0. Sometimes we ask the numbers. What is the appropriate value of A is suggested by LCG. So 16800, 16807. So it is answer is 16807. All SLGs with modulo. So these are the some knots. various author has studied the LCG for a different combination of A, C, and M. So they found that all LCG with modulus 2 raised to P for some integer P are badly behaved and should not be used. Should not be used. Another author has given the all LCGs, that is linear congruential generators with modulus up to 2 raised to 61, that is approximately 2 into 10 raised to 8, fails several tests and should be avoided. So what is saying that many of the tests with modulus up to the, or sorry, many of the LCGs which are the with modulus up to 2 raised to 61 fail several tests, and therefore you should avoid. And that is how the period is very important. If I am taking the another example, let us again, we will use the LCG in which we say that A is equal to 3, M equal to 7, C equal to 6. Okay. So you have to generate the 5 random numbers. Let us say n equal to 5 random numbers you have to generate. So what is the set? Set takes value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this you have to generate using the LCG. LCG, that is linear congruential generators. Let initial seed, as I say that initial seed will be given by the user. So S0 equal to H0, that I am drawing randomly from this, and initial seed I am providing with the 2. So what is the S1? S1 is, or the ST is equal to A HT minus 1, और HT ले लो, बाद में उसको ST सेट करेंगे, प्लस C modulo M. So what is A?
Three.
It is a
3.
and it is a HT minus 1 plus C is 6
6.
and modulo 7. So this is my linear congruential generators. Now I am giving the at T equal to, I'll make the table here. Let us say T, and this is the XT. If I am taking the T equal to 1, what is my XT? So 3 into X0 plus 6. What is 3? X0 is 2. So 3 into 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 modulo 7 is 5.
Two.
5 na? 7 ones are 7. Okay.
Yes.
Now x
Okay.
t equal to 2, xt1 is 5. So 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 6 is 21.
One.
So it is a 0. 7 3s are 21. So remainder is
Zero.
0. Then because x2 is 0, so this part is 0. So now it is a simply a 6. Now 4. So 3 into 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. So remainder is 3. Because 7 3s are 21. So 24 minus 1. 21 is 3. Now 3 into 3 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 modulo 7 is, what is that? 1.
One.
7 2s are 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. Now if I wish to generate the 6, then what is the output? 3 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. Then
24. Three.
3.
now then what is the next answer? Again 3 9. तो ये 3 1 3 1 रिपीट होता रहेगा, ऐसा है?
रिपीट होगा ना.
ऐसा ठीक है. So this is where you are generating the random number. So now we will see one more methods, that is the inverse congruential generators. Then later on we will talk about the combine. So inverse congruential generator. So inverse congruential generator is a random number generator of the form of algorithm 1 with the state st. St is nothing but your xt, and xt belongs to 0 1 2 up to m minus 1 for some positive integer m called the modulus, and the state transition is given by, because it is inverse, so it is xt a of xt minus 1 inverse plus c modulo m. Okay, so can you suggest me what is the inverse of what is the inverse of 2 modulo 7? It is 5. It is 5. So it means that whenever you are writing the inverse, it is a into m minus xt minus 1 plus c modulo m. Okay, and then this is the transition. That is the initialize. Initialize, we have to give the x0 as for the algorithm 1. S0 is equal to x0, that you have to select from st. Okay, and then you have a output. Output is nothing but ut equal to xt upon m, and then repeat the transition and output, okay, till for n times. because we wish to generate n random numbers. So can you give me the answer of inverse random number generator if I am using congruential generator for the same pattern? This one, a equal to 3, m equal to 7, c equal to 6, n equal to 5. So that is in the homework. Generate n equal to 7 random numbers when a equal to 3, m equal to 7, c equal to 6. Okay, using and initial seed x0 is, let us say, 2. So generate using the inverse congruential methods. तो आपका चेंज क्या हो जाएगा? In fact, if you wish to convert into linear congruential, तो actually आपका क्या हो जाएगा? A m minus ax t minus 1 plus c. So you can have am plus c minus ax t minus 1 modulo m. In that way you can generate. Otherwise, the best way is that use this particular inverse directly. Whatever the answer is, suppose it is turns out to be 5, so just take m minus 5, that is 7 minus 5 is 2, and multiply a with 2, and then continue. So this is a very simple method we have seen about the multiplicative congruential generators, linear congruential generators, and inverse congruential generators. Now sometimes what happens, we wish to improve the quality of generator by combining several generators, and that is how it is known as a combined generators. In this method, output of several generators which individually may be of poor quality. Is combined by, you can combine by any methods, by shuffling, adding, and or selecting. To make a superior quality generator. So this concept, initial concept, was given by Wichmann and Hill. Wichmann and Hill So that's why it is known as a Whitman and Hill generator, which combines three LCG. So it will combine three LCGs. What is the first LCG? xt equal to 171 xt minus 1. So C equal to 0, A equal to 171 modulo M1, where M1 is nothing but 30269. Second LCG he has suggested, it is Yt equal to 172 Yt minus 1 modulo M2, and M2 equal to 30307. And third LCG he has used Zt equal to 170 Zt minus 1 modulo M3, where M3 equal to 30323. These random integers combine into a single random number. Into a single random number by ut equal to xt by m1, yt by m2, and zt by m3. And what should be the modulo? Modulo is 1. Why? Because xt by m1, xt is nothing but it is a largest integer from 1 to m1 minus 1. So xt upon m1 is always less than 1. Similarly, yt upon m2, it is also less than 1, and y3 z3 upon m3 is also less than 1. So if the value is greater than 1, then you have to take the modulo 1. Suppose answer is 2.1. Then when you take modulo 1, what is the answer? 1 2s are 2. So 2.1 minus 2 is answer is 0.1. And that is how it is a modulo 1. He suggested the period of this triples means x2, xt, yt, zt is m1 minus 1, m2 minus 1 into m3 minus 1 divided by 4. And this should be modulo, sorry, this should be the period, okay. And that is approximately 6.95 into 10 raised to 12, which is much larger than individual. It is much larger than the individuals. Okay. Now, another method is multiple recursive generator. And multiple recursive generator, it is also known as a MRG of order k, is a random number generator is a random number generator of the form of algorithm 1 of the form of algorithm 1 with state st equal to xt equal to xt minus 1, sorry, xt minus k plus 1, comma xt minus k plus 2 up to xt raised to k. That means it is a of order k. Not the k, this is here, it is t. It is a transpose. T belong to this, all the values belong to 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1 power k. For some modulo m and state transition defined by xt equal to a1 xt minus 1 plus a2 xt minus 2 plus up to ak xt minus k modulo m, where t takes value k plus 1, up to, where the multiplier ai I equal to 1 to a lies in D, that means they are belong to set 0, 1, 2 up to s minus 1, m minus 1. And the function, the output function ut equal to xt upon m t equal to 1 to likewise. The maximum period length the maximum period length for this generator is m raised to k minus 1. But this is obtained which is obtained if m is prime. And second, the polynomial p of z summation I running from 1 to k p of z equal to z raised to k minus summation I running from 1 to k minus 1 ai into z raised to k minus 1. It is a polynomial of equation where pz is nothing but z raised to k minus I running from 1 to k minus 1 ai z raised to k minus 1 is primitive using modulo m arithmetic. So for this algorithm, that is the multiply recursive generator, Al Thusser conducts extensive experiments and gave good combined multiple recursive generator combine recursive generators which employs two MRGs of order 3. So what he did so many experiment, numerical search, and finally he said that if we combine two multiple recursive generator called xt equal to 140 3580 xt minus 2 minus 810 728 xt minus 3 of order 3. That means it will go up to the t minus k. So that is up to 3, and that is modulo m1, where m1 is 2 raised to 32 minus 209. This you have to remember. 429 496 7087. Okay, and another multiple recursive generator is used, that is 520 527 612 yt minus 1 minus 1370589 yt minus 3 of modulo m2, where m2 equal to again 2 raised to 32 minus 22853, and that is equal to 42949 4 times 4 3. So he has used this to generator and give the output function ut equal to xt minus yt plus m1 upon m1 plus 1 if xt is less than or equal to yt, or xt minus yt upon mt plus 1 if xt greater than yt. He suggested the period length is approximately 3 into 10 raised to 7, and this generator has been implemented in several computer programs. In several computer program like SAS, MATLAB, Mathematica, etc. Okay, so this is the latest generator. It is nothing but the combined multiple recursive generator, which is fast, efficient, satisfy the several properties, and it is not able to distinguishable, or you can say that you cannot easily identify. In general setup, it is saying that what should be the relation between A and M. That is saying that the value of A should be approximately near to square root of M. We should select the value of A which is near to approximately root of M, then it will really help you to generate a good random numbers which possess the maximum property. So these are the random number generators we have seen. Now I will show you how to generate the same random numbers using the R language. So we will see one or two random numbers. Okay. Is that fine?
सर प्रीवियस साइड पे जाएंगे ना, वहाँ पे डाउट है
कौन सा?
सर। वाईटी वाला जब भी आपने बताया ना, एक्सटी एंड वाईटी।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है।
हाँ सर, वाईटी में सर एक्सटी और वाईटी के जो वैल्यूज है सर, उसमें कंफ्यूजन है थोड़ा।
हाँ कौन सा ये?
इसके पहले वाला साइड। हाँ सर, इसमें
ये ना?
हाँ ये सर, ये
हाँ बोलिए, क्या डाउट है?
हाँ सर। हाँ सर, ये नंबर सर समझ में नहीं आ सर कैसे ले रैंडम।
वो उसने न्यूमेरिकल कैलकुलेशन किया एंड वो कैलकुलेशन करने के बाद ही आइडेंटिफाई दैट a1 a2 okay for xt will be this when you take m1 equal to this, and similarly for yt a1 and a2 will be this when you take m2 equal to this. So it possesses the maximum property and it will generate a good random number. तो वो उसने सिमुलेशन किया एंड दिस नंबर्स इज डिराइव्ड बाय हिम. प्रोग्राम किया होगा अलग अलग, उसमें से सर्च किया होगा विच कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ए एम वन. ठीक है. तो दिस आर द
एग्जैक्टली सेम नंबर चाहिए रहेगा सर.
है क्या?
सर एग्जैक्टली सेम नंबर है सर हमको.
हाँ सेम
हमको
आपको
वही अगर
तो,
लिखना रहेगा तो सेम.
हाँ सेम ही देना पड़ेगा ना.
मेमोराइज करना पड़ेगा.
वो तो मेमोराइज ही करना पड़ेगा. somebody has given. There is no mathematical, it is a numerical experiment is conducted in computers and then they have find out this number. Okay.
Yes sir.
So let us open R. So whenever we are writing the program, of course we will give the algorithms. So algorithms already I have discussed in this. Suppose if you wish to generate
Yes sir.
random numbers, generate random number from, is it visible everyone?
Yes sir.
Using multiplicative congruential generator. Suppose if you wish to generate the several random numbers using this, so how many? So let us we wish to generate the 5, small n equal to 5. 5 random numbers we wish to generate. What should be given? So I have given the value of a. So a is 2. Suppose what is the m? The m is given 7. Okay. And you give the initial seed x0 is equal to x0 equal to let us say 3. So how will you generate the random numbers? So first we store into the vector of numeric. I wish to generate this. The first random numbers I can easily find out. What is that? X of 1 is equal to, what is the formula? A
A plus
into
A into x t x zero
x0
रहेगा. Yes sir.
x0 plus
Plus C. C means
plus
C रहेगा. C
C. And because I wish to apply the modulo, so what is the
mod.
operator sign? Double percentage
But yes sir.
M. Okay.
And
So
nothing but
let us
7.
see
Okay. Yes.
what answer we are getting. Oh, this is the 0. It is not.
C is not defined.
Oh, yes, C is not
And C is
defined.
also not defined.
C is equal
So,
to 0. Okay. So we are using the same method. C equal to 0 for a multiple. What is the x1? Is the first random number is a 6. But I wish to generate how many? N random numbers. So how to generate?
and is 5.
For
5.
I
Loop. For loop.
in
Yes sir.
2 to N. Okay, because
5
1 is already
and
generated. So
yes sir.
what is the formula? X of I is equal to A into X of I minus 1 plus C modulo N. So now we will generate this. What happened? Okay, it is generated. Now I need X equal to, suppose generated random numbers, I am saying Rx. So Rx equal to C bind. Why C bind? Because first I have generated in the X1 and second I have generated in the, is it necessary? If I am not combining, let us see
No
the
sir.
चलेगा मेरे ख्याल से.
Okay.
तो आ गए 5 नंबर. पहला कौन सा है? 6, सेकेंड 5, थर्ड 5, 6 5
3. Then repeat हो रहा है सर.
है.
Period length 3 हो जाए.
ठीक है.
सर रिपीट हो रहा है ना
वो
नंबर
तो
से.
हो रहा था ना, मैन्युअली किया तब भी नहीं हो रहा था.
Yes sir.
Why? Because this is of a size of a M. ठीक है. अब मैं यहाँ पे सपोज इफ आई एम
Yes sir.
गिविंग n equal to same program, I have to just change. What is the n equal to?
And value
Let us say n
increase
equal to
करके
20.
20.
And if
Okay.
we continue with the same combination, what happen? It will generate the 20 random numbers. It has
Yes.
generated. But as I said that the sequence is repeating 653, 653, so it will repeat the same way.
Yeah.
But suppose if I am changing, C equal to, let us say 6, and when I am taking C equal to 6, it means this generator become the linear congruential generator. So n equal to 20. A I am giving, let us say 3. M equal to 7. Initial value if I am giving, let us say 2. C is equal to 6. Okay, and this is remain the same. We simply run it. it is giving this number. So this repeating 5, 0, 6, 3, 1, 2, and
Six.
then again it is repeating.
Six.
So 1, 2,
Six.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Six.
Six number.
Period length.
Six
6.
numbers. That is m minus 1.
Yes.
Okay. So this is about this. Now we wish to generate random numbers from inverse congruential generators. Now how to generate through inverse congruential? Let us n equal to n. A is equal to, we can give (11). M is equal to 119. Initially x0 we can give, let us say 3, and C is equal to 5. I wish to generate 10 random numbers using the inverse congruential methods. So first I will store the variable. Why I am giving vector of numeric? Because what happen if I am started directly using the for loop, sometimes it is not giving the output. So I am creating the null vector x. Now
Okay.
what is the x of 1? So I say that x of 1 because in R, in C++, the array start from 0, or in the R, the array start with the 1. Okay, x0 has no
1.
meaning.
Yes.
If you're giving x0 bracket, it has no meaning. So here a into x0 plus c
C.
modulo m.
Yes.
And now I am using while loop. I equal to 2 while I less than or equal to n, then in bracket what I am generating, x of I equal to a plus a into, हम तो इनवर्स कर रहे हैं ना, तो यहाँ पे क्या करना पड़ेगा, m माइनस देना पड़ेगा. ठीक है.
Okay, sir.
तो सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी क्या करना पड़ेगा, a into m
M
minus
minus
x of I minus 1, because we are generating I. So initial value is readed plus c modulo m. And because now it has calculated xi, so now I wish to give the increment to I equal to I plus 1. And then if I am giving the print x,
Yes.
let us see, we will run. So it has generated how many random numbers? 10. And you can see that it is lies between 0 to 119. Okay, because the m is 119, so it is lies between 0 to 118, 119 minus 1. And
Yeah.
did you find any repetition? No.
No, sir.
Suppose if we generate, let us say 100 random numbers. See, once the program is done, computer will do
We can change.
their own ways.
We can change.
So
Yes, sir.
can we identify where the repetition start? So after one repetition start, is it? No. So one repeat हुआ
No,
है, इसका
sir.
मतलब ये नहीं है, पूरी सीक्वेंस रिपीट होनी चाहिए. And that is how we always
सर
try to.
11193 से रिपीट हो रहा है. और सर और रिपीट हो रही है अपना 11193 है ना सर रो में.
लेकिन पहले कहाँ आया?
फर्स्ट
ये
फर्स्ट
पहले
रो में.
हाँ, पर फर्स्ट रो में यहाँ है, लेकिन वहाँ
हाँ
11193
11193 वहां पर है.
यहाँ
हाँ,
से
वहां से
यहाँ
रिपीटेशन चालू हो रही है,
यहाँ से
फिर
होगा।
अपनी फोर्थ रो में सर यहाँ से। हाँ
हाँ तो वो, हाँ ठीक है। तो इसलिए हम क्या करते हैं, वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू
यस,
सी whether the data are random or not. Which test we are performing? Run dot
runs
test.
dot test.
And when we perform, what happen? It is giving errors. Why? Because the library or the package is not loaded. So let us
Lost
come to the package. So there are several tests are there. I will separately see the test. Okay. And then we can talk about, this is we know that is how I'm directly using. So library lost stat and run test. Why?
yes, sir.
बराबर तो है। एरर, ओहो यस,
मैं बोल रहा
मेरा पीसी फॉर्मेट हुआ था तो आई हैव टू इंस्टॉल, so I will just install the low state. It will install all possible dependency. Okay, it has started processing. So similarly, suppose if you wish to generate the random numbers from the combine, so combine we have already done it. If you say that generate the
yes.
random numbers purely from linear, take a equal to 1. Okay.
Yes.
So let us load the packages necessary. Once it is loaded, we will
और
देखो 3.4 आ गया, पहले 2.1 था, फिर भी एरर है, तो बात नहीं। MVT norm is not installed. Usually it will take the dependency. I don't know why. I don't know. Usually when you give any package, it will automatically take all dependency.
yes, sir.
Let us see. So any questions up to this till installation?
No, sir.
So here we have seen the use of for loop as well as while loop. We have seen the use of the vectors. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have seen the use of modulo operators, arithmetic operators, equality operators, relational operators. So many things you can see in the one program. So what we are looking as a statistician, you should be hardcore programmer. और आप जानते हैं तो don't just try to only use the commands. Now it has performed the runs test. After successful installation of necessary package, we can see that it has given the
Yes.
output of a runs test. This is a test for test of
Independence.
independenceness. So null hypothesis that data is independent of order, and
Yes, sir.
we have performed the runs test. The runs test is saying that whatever the data we have generated, they are independent of orders. Okay, they are random.
Oh,
So that means whatever the methods we have applied, it is working with the same M. But this is the only one test we have seen. Not only run test, there are so many tests are there that we have to see. So I will tell you that later on the name of the test, and we will see one by one. See, some spectrum test is there, some gap test is there to assess the quality of the random number. So I think we can keep up to here. But if you wish to generate, these all numbers we have generated are of random numbers. But suppose if I wish to convert
Yes.
them into the यूनिफॉर्म, यहाँ पे हमने कितना किया है, सिर्फ 2 ही स्टेप किए ना. थर्ड स्टेप वी हैव नॉट परफॉर्म. विच स्टेप? ut is equal to u is equal to x by m. So that is ultimately we are generating random numbers, but we are looking the random numbers from a uniform distribution. So third step is u equal to x by
Use
m.
M.
So this is your random numbers from uniform distribution is generated. And
Okay.
okay, so
Yes, sir.
this is the things. And instead of the x, we wish to see the run test for the, you will get the same output. Output doesn't change because the numbers are same. You have just divided by the n. Now, suppose if you wish to generate, let us say, here I am generating only 10 random numbers. What happens? Will it is showing the random? Okay, it is showing the random. So it is not necessary that if you are generating the 1 and 2, it depends on the value of a n. What is the value of n you are using? Because it matters the period. You can see that all the observations are random. You have taken the 10. None of the observations are matching.
Yes.
See? Now, suppose if you wish to generate a random numbers inbuilt function, generate random numbers from standard uniform distribution. So you can generate u equal to r unif. The command name is r unif. And if you wish to generate the standard, let us say 10 will generate the standard uniform random numbers. And then you can also verify that the generated random variables are,
Yes.
it is perfectly saying that they are random. Okay, independent of orders. Now, suppose I wish to have a this test. Suppose I wish to see that. Let u1 and u2 are IID random variables from uniform 0 1. X equal to u1 plus u2 and y equal to u1 minus u2. Then the point is draw the scatter plot. In x-axis it is x and y-axis is y. And your conclusion, find out the correlation between x and y. Third test is that is, इसको हम R कहते हैं, रो, is rho is equal to 0, test the hypothesis at 5% level of significance. So what happened? Suppose this kind of a problem is given. So how to deal? So first it is saying that you have to generate a uniform random number. Now you can, it may ask, I may ask in the examination that generate the uniform random numbers with one uniform random numbers with the LCG and other is with the inverse congruential generator, and then show the and prove, okay, or find out the scatter plot and other things. So here I am using that, let us say U1 is R unif. Okay, before going to start that, let me can we write our own function?
Yes.
So let us say RU. I am saying that R unif and give the capital, so uni uniform, okay, uniform random number. Suppose I wish to write my own function. So function name, what I have to supply? I have to supply the n, I have to supply the initial value, I have to supply the c, and I have to supply the m.
M.
Okay, and what happen? I wish to do the same things, and of course initial value.
Yes. X naught.
Okay, it's not. I have to mention here x naught equal to x naught, n equal to n, a equal to a, c equal to c. Not necessary, but let us give, so there should not be any confusion. Now, what happened? Here I am saying that x, which I am using the function, then later on I can do. What do we do? Anyone? So we have to give x1 equal to, what is the x1 equal to?
A equals to A
A
plus
into
X naught
x
equals to
naught
sir which?
plus c modulo
C.
m. Then I am giving I equal to 2.
सर इक्वल टू रहेगा ऊपर.
Oh yes, equal to is there. I equal to 2 while I less than or equal to n. What we can do is x of I, a into x of I minus 1 plus c
plus C.
modulo m, I equal to I plus 1. Okay, let us try to see whether it is working or not. Okay, then u equal to x by m and list equal to I forgot this command, I don't know whether we can, u equal to u. So this is working, and function name is
URN.
URN. Let us see what happened. URN. What is the argument? First argument is n, and
And
let us say 5. Then a.
X not
Okay, it's 0.
X not
X0 is 2. A is, let us say, 3,
A
and
C
C equal to
C and M.
and M. M equal to, let us say, 7. So it has unlisted unused argument. I was is
Last argument
eh?
list.
Wide argument list ls equal to list. Oh, I think I forgot. Okay, so it is working. So list u equal to u. So it means that it has generated random numbers from uniform?
Yes.
No, it has shown the errors. It is not uniform.
Yeah.
It has generated the how many random numbers?
Yeah.
I
That's
had
the
asked
uniform
for
name.
the 10.
10.
Suppose it has generated the no, I have asked for the 5 random numbers. Why it has generated the 10?
Generated 10.
10 numbers.
So something is
Wrong.
mistake. Urn n is 5, H0 is 2, SCM 521317. You can see that it is generating the same random numbers. वो तो सेम ही आएगा क्यों?
Yes.
क्योंकि हमारा ए और वो एक ही है इसलिए.
हाँ.
तो 10 ही करना है ऐसा है? तो कुछ गड़बड़ है.
तो 3 करने पे सर स्टार्टिंग के 3 आ रहे
हम्म?
लास्ट के तो सर 10 करके दे एन इक्वल्स टू 10.
So this is the beauty of programming. Now it is working. तो उसको क्या पेट में दर्द था?
मिनिमम 10 चाहिए सर.
ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. अभी चलने लगा.
हाँ सर मिनिमम 10 चाहिए. अभी इसको 5 करेंगे तो शायद. हाँ सर
उसे 10 ही दिया. हाँ.
मिनिमम 10 चाहिए उसको.
पर उसका तो कोई कनेक्शन ही नहीं है.
10 से अबव जितने भी देंगे सर.
अरे उसका तो कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. ये ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है, अभी ये अभी अपना काम चल रहा है, वो बात अलग है. दैट इज फाइन. बट ये 0 भी नहीं आना चाहिए. ओके तो इसका मतलब कि ये जो रैंडम नंबर जनरेट कर रहा है उसमें क्या है, 0 भी आता है. तो यहाँ पे आपको एक और लूप लगा के डालना पड़ेगा. if x of I
x equals to
equal to 0 और m-1 तो हाँ m-1 तक का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. 0 then I equal to I-1. ये वाला I प्लस क्या आ जाएगा, बाद में जाएगा. ठीक है, तो ब्रैकेट की जरूरत है. नहीं है.
लगे इसके लिए लगेगा ना सर?
क्यों लगेगा? इफ के बाद एक ही आएगा, फिर वो ऑटोमेटिक यहाँ आएगा। अगर ये ट्रू होगा तो ये एग्जिट करेगा, फिर यहाँ जाएगा। अगर फॉल्स होगा तो सीधा जंप यहाँ लगाएगा। ठीक है,
ओके।
देखते हैं। 5 वाला तो उसको पता नहीं, मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा क्या है उसका। ओहो, ये तो घूमने लगा। जब तक 0 नहीं आएगा तब तक घूमेगा ये। ये इसका ये प्रॉब्लम है। अभी क्या है, घूमता रहेगा। तो व्हेन यू डू दी स्पेशली प्रोग्रामिंग and when you are looking for the
Yes.
without replacement, or not the without replacement, but whenever you are using this kind of a loop, it will take their own time to perform the operations. तो आप सोचो कि ये आर यूनिफ कमांड जिसने बनाया उसने कितनी मेहनत की होगी बैकएंड में। हम तो सीधा कमांड यूज किया, बात खत्म हो गई है। और इतना टाइम लगेगा तो बोलेगा कितना
Yes.
बेकार कमांड लिखा है, छोड़ो ये नहीं, दूसरा जनरेटर पकड़ो।
हाँ,
गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
yes, sir.
Yes sir.
तो ये जस्ट आपके लिए यहाँ रखा है। यू कैन ट्राई द सेम थिंग्स एट द होम। ओके, अब हम बात करते हैं। मैं
Yes.
इसको भी स्किप करता हूँ सो दैट यू कैन यूज दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव शोन यू, दैट you can define your own function. It is called user defined function in a R language.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
अब हम बात करते हैं, I was talking about R unif को मैंने U1 कहा, इसको मैं U2 कहा। R unif लेट अस से 10, क्योंकि दोनों के नंबर सेम ही करने पड़ेंगे। मैं इसको 100
Yes sir.
and then
Oh.
what I say that make the plot of x equal to U1 plus U2, y equal to U1 minus
Right.
U2.
U1 minus U2.
Okay, now I first say that
Scatter
I will
plot
make
of-
the scatter plot. So what is the command? Command name is a plot. X axis is x,
Plot.
y axis is y, and I am giving color equal to red. It has given error y because I have not run this. और R यूनिट में स्पेलिंग की गड़बड़ी हो गई। Okay, now x, now it is y, it's plot, so you can see that. So you can see that plot is scattered. It is a random. You cannot
Scattered plot.
identify any linear relationship between x and y.
Right.
So
Y.
that you can also try to identify based on the correlation. Correlation between x and y. What is the value of correlation? It is a 0.09, so almost negligible. Now I will perform the correlation test. Third question is that is rho equal to 0? Okay, statistically rho तो 0 नहीं होगा, लेकिन statistically वो significant है, so we will perform the correlation test. And what is the result? So when you perform the correlation test, rho equal to 0, it is a Pearson product moment correlation. Okay, so it is a based on the t test we can take the decision, क्योंकि sample correlation coefficient is asymptotically, or it has the when you test the hypothesis under H naught, it has a t distribution. So t is 0.99, and what is the p value? it is a 0.3239, which is greater than 0.05.
0.05.
It suggests that the null hypothesis is accepted. Why? Because when the
Accepted.
p-value is greater than 0.05, we say that null hypothesis is accepted. What was the null hypothesis?
Hmm.
What was the null hypothesis?
No correlation.
No
Zero.
correlation. What is alternative? True
Zero.
correlation is not equal to 0. तो यहाँ पे हम accept कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब true correlation क्या
Zero.
है? 0 है. And this is the estimate of correlation. And what you can say from confidence interval? See, one is indication that from the p-value you can take the decision. Another value is that you just compare this tabulated with the calculated value, this calculated with the tabulated with 98 degree of freedom. And the third is that look at the confidence interval. If the value 0 belong to this interval, then we say that the null hypothesis is accepted. Why 0? Because null hypothesis is rho equal to 0, and this is the confidence interval for a estimate value of a rho. This is rho that is belong to 0 in this. 0 is there because minus to plus 0 is always between this. It means that it is a one indication that null hypothesis is accepted. Okay, so this is what your, whenever we ask in examination, you have to generate this, then you have to find out this, plot, write the result, and give the interpretation.
Sir,
Yes.
कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल से नल हाइपोथेसिस एक्सेप्ट या रिजेक्ट कैसे का क्लोज समझ में नहीं आएगा, बस ऐसे एक्सप्लेन कीजिए ना.
आप कहते हैं ना कि if theta under h naught belong to confidence interval, it means
वो कॉन्फिडेंस
acceptance region हुआ ना.
हाँ करेक्ट.
हाँ, तो वो 0 कहाँ पे है, चला गया अंदर, तो इसका मतलब क्या है? It is the acceptance region.
एक्सेप्टेंस रीजन. ओके.
हाँ, तो that is how the null hypothesis is accepted. ठीक है?
ओके सर.
Yes.
Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So what should I do? Just stop the recording.